What up, y'all? My name is Faith. Welcome back to all my current subscribers. Welcome to any new subscribers. We're here today to do a general message for the collective. Keep in mind, it is general for the collective. So if it doesn't resonate, go ahead and keep it pushing. This can be the past, the present, or the future. Gender roles can be switched as well as zodiac sign. So put it where it needs to go or leave it behind. All right, let's see what we need to know for our highest good, for our highest timeline. And get this potty started. All right, so the energy I was feeling was you can't help someone who's committed to their own destruction. So whatever that means for y'all, some people just have to learn their own lessons. But also this year, there's going to be multiple new opportunities, and you need to be open to whichever one feels most aligned with the new version of yourself. So, all right. And to not dismiss, don't dismiss or think that you are worthy of multiple opportunities. So just pick whichever one is aligned most with you and where you're trying to go, and know that it's all kind of lining up. It's been backstocked essentially. Now they're starting to pile up. Um so okay, let's go ahead, and I wanted to see what energies we're dealing with. So I'm going to roll the dice and see what energies we have. All right. So Taurus keeps coming out. So we have the second house, which has to do with money, luxuries, opportunity. I also have the sign of Pisces. And then we also have Mars. So Taurus energy is like stubborn sometimes, but Mars talks about aggressive energy. It could also be drive, passion, knowing your inner wisdom is going to help propel you on this path. So we have Mars, we have Pisces, and we have the second house. So using your intuition in order to help use your drive to move forward. And there's this independence energy here. And then I also see I put the brakes on social media shakes and connect my vision to the stars. So again, knowing that you are able to overcome any type of situation because you now are in the energy of attracting everything to you that's meant for your timeline. Yeah, the Phoenix. Okay. All right, so I'm going to read this actually because it kind of aligns with the energy. Realizing the need for change and striving for karmic justice, the path of solitude reveals truths unseen in the company of others. So, the hermit energy, going within and gathering the knowledge to persevere, and knowing that oh, look at this. So, we have divine protection and justice all right behind this hermit. Okay, so it feels like people see you in this independent energy and feel like they've been kind of thrown in the trash, and they're like, this is breaking news. She has way more power than we anticipated. But let's go ahead and actually I do want to see what this energy is about. So we have family ties. So it could be people you had children with, or this could be parts of your family. Put it where it needs to go. All right. I just want to get one card. What is the energy of you can't help someone who's committed to self-destruction? Okay, so we have gossip. Again, it felt like people are surprised that you ended up where you are. They didn't expect you to turn out the way you did. I think people thought you would react one way, and you juked them out, and you're like that. and like tricked them. I feel like tricked them out of their spot, or tricked them with the energy you're in. Like they wanted you to react a certain way, but they couldn't get you to give them any type of reaction. Okay, so we have unfounded allegations, damage reputation and trust. Whispers of gossip cause confusion and spread misinformation. So I realize there is something between us, but the rumors feel overwhelming. The damage is done not by what was said, but what was left unsaid. So it feels like people are just in it like a gossiping energy, saying that like you're not who they thought you were. Okay, whatever. All right, let's do some tarot. So incoming news about a cycle ending. 8 of Wands. It's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy, and then the world is closures, ending of a chapter, surrender, letting go, completion. What do we need to know about this energy for our highest good, for our highest timeline? Yeah, a new beginning. Being in like energy of like ready to just like take on the world. Okay. Ace of Wands, which is like passion, people seeing you in like a new light, having like energy of like chemistry. Okay. And having options, being able to balance things and weighing which, see, 2 opportunities. That's also what I was thinking. Going with what's most aligned for you. What will I keep seeing these boats in the background. What won't like rock your like your vibe? Where are you going? Okay. So we have change and a pathway. So it feels like you went down a different path that wasn't taken by others, or like a path least walked on, and that path led you to like a much more successful outcome than some others took, or like they just didn't expect that the path you took to actually end up where you are. And it's like bringing change, it's bringing like money, it's bringing happiness, it's bringing opportunities to you, but not like what people expect. It's like random opportunities. Yeah, expectation. People did not expect this gossip. They didn't expect you to get this new beginning. Maybe they didn't expect you to be carefree. Maybe they expected you to be like toiling and like working really hard and like stuck in like this energy of like really long hours without like an actual payoff. Okay. But you're seen in high honor. Look at that. Okay. So people's expectations of you are not lining up with what they thought. You're being seen as legitimate, as someone who has like all their ducks in a row. Okay. So devil energy here. People in like negative energy, lower energy, or you could just be dealing with a Capricorn. You could be a Capricorn, or you could be dealing with people with addictions. We have 3rd house. Yeah, mental landscape. So this has to do with how people communicate, learning how people interpret their environment. Cancer energy. So you could be a Cancer, or you could be dealing with a Cancer, emotional and loving, but also very like driven for family members. So we have the year of the pig. So that could have something to do with the year of 2019, something about that year. Okay, so we also have the shapeshifter. So the shapeshifter has to do with false identity, hidden truth, and shadow side. Someone who has not yet found themselves, who still walks between realms, flickering between their true self and their shadow self. So not able to actually commit to one side. But you're being seen as being able to see beyond the veil and understand that like there's nuance and meaning in the middle. This has to do with deep knowing, ears ringing, intuition. Your intuition outruns your eyes. When you sense a deeper pattern before it reveals itself. So again, being able to like have a deep knowing about which path you're supposed to take, and just trusting in the divine that even though you can't see where you're going, you're still going. And that always reminds me of the movie Onward, where he has to close his eyes because he needs to trust that the next step will appear even though he can't see it. Blind faith. Okay. And you have to also keep that energy too. You can't just like assume this energy is going to come to you if you're always expecting like a shakeup, or if you're always expecting like the next shoe to drop. Like you have to like actually legitimately have blind faith no matter how long it takes, because we're always being tested, and the divine is trying to like see if we can actually let go of the inner storm and be able to alchemize our emotions and be liberated from what tethers us. So when what once weighed you down becomes wings, the storm no longer defines you. Yeah, being able to let go and know that no matter what, the divine has you. Okay, divine order. Okay, so the full moon, knowing that there's completion, divine order, the marker. The full moon represents God's divine order and is serving as a marker for times of feasts. And this can also come as a prophetic warning, judgment, and cosmic shifts. Again, so the world, the ending of a cycle, completion. That's also like what the moon represents. Okay. Yeah, and look, you're like your own superhero. You like transformed your energy from being like in a negative mindset or having a negative situation and made the best out of it. You alchemized it. Divine activation, the power within. You faced your shadow self and came out triumphant. Now help others find the power within. So being able to alchemize the energy, knowing that you have everything within you to actually transform from the situation. Sometimes the best things are created from chaos. So, all right. And authenticity. So knowing that the best way to find people that resonate with your energy is being your most authentic self and weeding out like the other people that are not for you, by remaining in your own energy. So self-expression, boldness, integrity. You are not here to be palatable. You are here to be real. Fierce grace of showing up as your whole self. The unicorn and the hamsa are symbols of protection and magic. Yeah, the divine made you exactly how you are. So like show up as such. Okay, let's see. So cornucopia, you will be like presented a feast in front of people who like doubted you. Sure, success assured with good plans and hard work. Like your hard work is paying off, and like you didn't put all your eggs in one basket. You're actually like reaping the rewards of like diversifying and um putting the energy into like what gives you drive, what like actually sparks a interest within you. So that could be like you have multiple projects, or you trusted in like following what actually gave you a spark of ambition here. What made you feel like carefree in this energy? But it also gave you multiple options where you could have like multiple sources of income. So, okay. That could also be like that it leaves you with less hard work in the end because it's something you actually enjoy doing. Okay. All right, give to the mind and it gives back. Again, so being able to stay in the energy of like knowing that what you tell yourself is what like you can actually manifest. So like the secret, again, like going back to like the things that we just like what you eat, like what's that saying? You are what you eat. Like same thing with like the words that you speak. And then this one says it's okay to forget and then remember all over again. The Voyager, return home, lessons, and realization. Someone could also be in like a foggy energy, like something to do with throat chakra and third eye chakra energy. Okay, yeah. So call your energy back to you. Energy, power, and depletion. So make sure that you're taking your spiritual baths. 44 could be an important number also. That's protection and focusing on what energizes you and doesn't take from you. That could also be people. So it's time to leave the old behind. Rebirth, shedding the chrysalis, and taking risks. So someone's throat chakra also needs activation. Okay. Warrior woman, have you answered your deepest calling? So there still could be something that like the divine is trying to like prep you for in order to help others to go down this path. There's a lot of people like awakening already, but like it's the energy of actually fully trusting that everything is going to work out, even when things feel like they're not actually working out. Orphaned energy, we still have to see it as like a lesson for like what can we learn from this situation, because chaos and conflict is where we grow from. So some of the best things are created from chaos. So completing the cycle, there could be something within that's needing to be re-looked at to make sure cleaned up. Yeah, there could be something within that needs to be cleaned up in order for that lesson to be finally like for it to click, for you to move on from that chapter. I don't know why I keep wanting to pull from this. Yeah, a regeneration, to burn out the old and be regenerated in the new cycle. So if there's things coming up like that, just focus on like what you need to learn from it, because it needs to be released. Your spiritual strength is being tested. Dang. Sometimes the messages be like kind of like tongue twisters because I'm like trying to get out what is coming to me in like a way that makes sense. And then the cards are like, here you go. So yeah, Pisces energy again. So knowing like your this is all a spiritual experience, and going within and trusting in the like the little whispers of the divine. It wouldn't be something that's like pushing you or like being aggressive. It's nudges. It's like small things that your higher self and the divine is trying to get you to focus on, to like readjust to. What else do I want to get here? Well, that was a lot. Okay. All right. So we have advice from a friend, dog barking once again. So didn't I say something about like the bull and stubbornness? Okay, so we have the bull. Do not back down from opposition. Show strength and fortitude. So that's also like Taurus energy. Second house, September. So we have Virgo energy. That could be like Virgo, Libra energy. You will be shown the way. Again, that onward thing about just blind faith. You will be shown the way. Your spiritual strength is being tested. Dealings or relationship with a woman with blonde, gray, or white hair. This could be a Cancer, or you could look like this, or you could be dealing with someone who looks like this. And then we also have heart, great happiness. So like this is all, you're going to be happy, and like Neptune is going into, or Neptune's moving into a new sign now, and for the till 2039, and that's a year of like less, the lessons are going to be less harsh for certain signs. So something about that energy, something about Neptune here. Okay, what else do I want to get? I'll get one of these. All right, so blessings and divinity. Look at that. We have blessings and divinity. They're all circles, cycles, ending, closure, chrysalis, like being reborn, shedding the old. Blessings and gifts from the universe. Receive them and share them. Sharing the lessons you learned with other people so that they can also like alchemize the energy and join this new like higher consciousness. Every moment is filled with divinity. Cherish it. Exactly. The lessons within every moment of like like once you actually learn that like you can kind of like take a step back and look at this from a higher perspective, even like little tiny things, you're starting to gain like a higher awareness that's like you're implementing it into every part of your day. Transition. 345. You are in a period of transition and change. Embrace new beginnings and trust the process of transformation unfolding in front of you. So this is again talking about like the chrysalis shedding, becoming less of a caterpillar and more of a butterfly. This trips me out sometimes. Okay. I want to get one of these. I continuously explore mysterious doors that always lead to more. If you're stuck in an old routine, relationship, or career that no longer is serving you, it's time to unfurl your new leaves and grow. You didn't come to this planet via your mama's magical portal to squeeze your butt cheeks real tight and reserve your talents. It's time to strap on your unicorn horn and wings, open, spread eagle, and blast off into new experiences. When you explore mysterious doors, they always lead to more doors. Infinite opportunity and treasures await. If not now, then when? Again, new opportunities are knocking, and you might have multiple coming your way. So let's end with an angel number 1414. Light up. Mood swings, respect family, constructive outlook, and quality. Focus on your needs, desires, and hobbies. Everything is more accessible with a light attitude. You will be blessed with new opportunities, a new friend, or a new addition to your family. Good vibes will speed up the process. Okay, y'all. Thanks for your time and energy. I'm out.